Morning, y'all. How's it going? Getting this live stream set up. It's 4:23, April 23rd. Paste. It is Harriet M. Hello, Harriet. How are you? Paste. Getting this live stream set up. Paste. Paste. Gotta refresh this page. Oh. Yep. Doing what I can. Gonna head off gambling in a minute. Paste. Pizza Friday. In message. Bam. Blank face, what's up? How are y'all doing? Oh. Alrighty. So, here we go. Oh my god. Oh, wow. So, yeah. Yesterday was Thursday. Didn't do much yesterday. Today is Friday. 9:10. High as hell. Right on. That's good. I think I'm going to go with sobriety. Claire. Hello, how are you, Claire? Yeah. Excuse me. Two Troll, what's up, yo? How's everybody doing today? So yeah, it's Friday afternoon. It's a little chilly outside, not too bad, you know. I went and what do you call that? I did my jog, came back, had 2 bowls of chicken soup that I made. I'm trying to get sober, but it's so hard. Oh. So yeah, where am I? Oh yeah, this way. So yeah, yeah, you're not sober for like a month or so, or 2. Yeah. So I still got a couple hundred. Go be a winner chicken dinner and win big, right? Yeah. Thinking about basically I caught the casino cheating because they're using this machine that was stacking the deck. I caught on to it and I started betting on shitty hands and winning, and then they threatened to rape me and my children, rape and murder my children. Yeah. I wonder if my Marines could get at their kids at their dinner table, right? Oh my god. So if anybody wants to, what, that was when you had the taser, right? That motherfucker tased me, dude.
Yo,
What's up, yo? How are you?
Good. Heard about the casino. I'm gonna grab some water quick.
Right. Go ahead, grab some water.
But you're gonna go strike it big at the casino? What are you playing? Blackjack or some shit?
Yeah, usually blackjack. Oh my god, dude.
What's up, Kenny?
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
hell's going on in chat right now?
Not much is going on in chat right now.
Oh yeah, that taser fight. I forgot about that. Fought off 6 fuckers with that taser.
No, I got tased at the casino, dude. Didn't phase me at all. Just talked some shit and kept gambling.
Oh, I was talking about the time you got arrested.
Oh yeah, dude. I didn't even tase anybody then. I just had possession of a taser.
Okay, and you just got into an argument, and what happened?
No, I got my ass beat outside my dorm room. Oh my fucking god, dude.
So you were getting your ass beat outside your dorm room, and then what happened? Did it move
Um,
into the dorm room, or?
No, I made it into my dorm room, and then an RA showed up. Her name was Wendy. She's like, "Hey, heard you in a fight. You doing okay?" I'm like, "Yeah."
But that doesn't explain how you got arrested. So the RA just came
Oh,
and peacefully talked to you?
no. There was a couple of RAs. One of the other RAs hit me. I pulled my taser on him, and then the cops showed up, and I got arrested.
Okay.
Oh, hey, pretend story times. One moment, yo. Bam. What's up, pretend story times?
Hey,
Well,
Kenny,
how's
I
it
got a
going?
question for you though, dude. The other day you said that it was a home invasion, but they never came into your place, right?
Well, how should I say? The RAs, the resident assistants, came in my dwelling.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I let one of them in.
Mm.
So I let one of the RAs in to check on me, and then the other two came in, and then one hit me. I grabbed my taser. Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame. So you're going to the casino tonight, huh?
Yep. What is that? Clear Creek or Cripple Creek, whatever the fuck it's called.
Cripple Creek, huh?
When are you heading out?
After this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Maybe clean up my house a little.
Are we going with you, or are you running solo without StreamYards?
Well, I don't know if I can stream in the casino,
Maybe not inside, but maybe the
outside,
events
yeah.
leading up to entering said casino.
Oh, yeah, fuck it, I could do that. Do a little live stream broadcast. Be like, hey,
Yeah,
everybody,
like
here I am.
journey to spending money or winning money
That's not
or
a
getting
bad idea at all.
tased. I mean, who knows what goes on at that casino?
That's the
I
real
mean, you could
jackpot.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So yeah, that was a crazy story. So you got out of the casino when they were trying to like take you out with a taser.
No, that was Friday night. I stayed there, and then
Friday night.
I went home on the bus from there.
Yeah. So you kind of called them out and said, I think I can essentially predict the hands that you're dealing, and they told you that they were going to harm you and your family. They started
Basically.
pulling out tasers. You were doing dive rolls or whatever you were doing to get out of there, and then what happened? Like, maybe this is what happened.
It shuffles the cards, it spews them out. And so whenever a card is actually spewed out, there's a little camera that records what hand is dealt. So that little machine kept dealing out cards, and then it dealt the same ones over and over. And I was like, hey, that thing's cheating. And he's like, no, it's not. And I was like, well, and then I caught on. I was like, well, look at this. And he's like, well, if you think it's cheating, then you should bet and win. And then I started betting and winning, and like $5 chips at a time. And then some pit boss came up and talked to me, and instantly his first things out of his mouth was, I'll rape and murder your kids.
Wow.
You know?
Do you have children?
No, they're dead. I had children. Okay. And I even told him, I was like, you're going to have a problem with that because they're already dead. I got mouthy with them.
I'm sorry to hear that, Kenny. That's terrible.
How'd your kids die?
Yep. So, Hey, Two Troll, on my stream, you're not showing up. I'm going to remove you. You're going to have to come back in, all right?
Sounds.
Yeah, so, yeah, and then, the dude was like, he knew that I had money in my pocket because I had this bank envelope with my money in it. And that's where I was grabbing my money. I'd grab the envelope out of my pocket, pull out 100 and put it in, get chips and put it back. And he's like, how much money do you have on you? And I was like, oh, I got $2,000 from the bank. He's like, yeah, you're going to have to give me all that. And I was like, what? He's like, you're going to give me all your money. I'm going to have your kids raped and murdered. And I was like, what, motherfucker? And then he calls in some security, and then they surround me, and instantly they're like, oh, we'll rape and murder your kids. Oh, you're a Marine? Oh, you ain't got no Marines here for your backup. We'll rape and murder Marines. I mean, it was like 6 motherfuckers back and forth with that shit, dude.
It's pretty intense.
Yeah, dude. All because I caught the casino cheating.
Yeah, how'd you do that? You mentioned Nintendo games or something along those lines last time.
Yeah.
I didn't quite get that.
Okay, well, long story short, how do I put this? Every poker video game, it basically has the same hands programmed into it because there's only so many hands that you can have in poker that are viable. There's only various hands. It's pairs, 3 of a kind, full house, 4 of a kind, flush, royal flush, straight flush. All right.
How many how many combos is there though, Kenny?
It doesn't matter how many combos there is. You just have to recognize that there's only a certain amount of hands. Okay. So yeah, you can do combos because there's 4 different suits. And so, anyways, I caught on that the game or that the auto shuffling machine was basically stacking the deck, and it spewed out the same hand twice, and even the other people at the table were like, yo, this thing just dealt these 2 people the same hand. And at the table, one of the dudes was like, I mentioned, I was like, I haven't seen a single 3. And the guy's like, I've been here for over an hour and haven't seen a single 3. And he's like, and the dealer was like, oh, there's 3 in the deck. And I was like, oh, I bet there's 3 in the deck. I just don't think that machine is dealing out 3s because it's stacking the deck, And I told the pit boss and the dealer, I was like, yo, dude, this thing's stacking the deck. And they're like, well, then win. You should be able to figure it out then. I was like, okay. So then I'd start betting on shitty hands and win, like ace high, and that's all I had. But the dealer would only have king high. And I remember that I saw some of these same pre-done hands playing a Caesar Palace video game from like Super Nintendo or the original PlayStation, And
so you learned everything from playing video games.
No. I didn't learn everything from playing video games. I just remembered those hands that were dealt were also in a video game, so that the machine that was shuffling was using the same type of programming which every poker video game uses. You'll see those hands if you play video poker.
Yeah, I get you. So then you rolled out and how did you get out of there? That's what I'm kind of curious. Because they don't just like stop and they're like, oh, there goes Kenny cartwheeling out the front door, and they just hold off. You got to get the hell out and back home, right? So you jumped on a bus, right?
No, I was there for another hour or so because another pit boss, a manager from the what do you call that? The casino was like, dude, what the fuck's going on here? And he's like, are you cheating? I was like, no, your machine's cheating. And then one of the other people was like, well, he's a psychic. That's cheating. And the manager was like, being psychic is not cheating, sir. And I was like, I know it's not cheating. And then I was like, well, what's up with your employees threatening to rape and murder my children? And he's like, I apologize for that, sir. They're leaving. And I was like, okay. And then it got over with,
Hey, let's. Sorry. Go ahead. I'm kind of reading chat. Go ahead.
Yeah, no worries. I was just gonna say it sounds like a pit boss backed Kenny off, like told him to basically piss off out of the casino. And
well, first one did. The first pit boss did. He basically said that I have to give him all my money, give him the chips, because he accused me. He's like, well, if you're psychic, that's cheating. You got to give us those chips back. And I was like, no, sir. If you want these chips, I want the money. Not to is extortion. And so the dude was like, what? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, dude, I'll rape and murder your kids. And I was like, sir, you're not allowed to threaten me. That's a crime. And then like it was basically my word versus theirs. Then they called in their security. Then their security tased me. A manager showed up and asked what was going on, and the manager was like, "Holy shit, dude!" And then the manager was like, "You want to know what? You're not cheating. You're fine to stay in the casino, and you're on your own." I was like, "All right, but just so you know, if they make that move and it becomes violent and deadly, you guys are at fault for cheating."
I think Pretend was asking about the hostage situation you got into. Go ahead, Pretend.
Yeah. I was just curious. Like, I think he mentioned something about catching a case where there was some claims that you were holding people without their consent in your.
Oh, that's my
dorm room?
taser charge in my dorm room. Yeah. The people who attacked me, right?
Yeah.
I know, dude.
Yeah. So there was 3 people or something along those lines, right? It wasn't just a
2 technically. There was 3 at first. There's 3 RAs. Wendy, she came in, checked on me. Hey, the Swedes, what's up? Hey, what's up, yo?
Swedes got cucked on Cool Taste stream by me on the phone line. Can't hear you, homeboy.
Can't hear you, dude.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hey, what's
Swedes.
up?
What's going on? Hey, what's up, Too Tall? I don't know PAST.
It's all good. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I thought you
Doesn't
called
matter
in
if
as
anyone
the
knows me
Swedes.
either. What's up, man?
I thought you called in as the Swedes to Cool Taste, and I was confused. And that's when you were giving me a fake voice. I was like, Swedes, shut up.
You freaking figured my voice out. I tried to do a call-in prank phone call, and the girl here calls me out on it like halfway into the phone call.
Like
It was good though. I was on slippery ground.
You like merged the moment you merged the call. I thought you were trying to bullshit me, so that's why I was like, Swedes, shut up.
Man, I can't believe he gave his real phone number out.
Oh, he does that. Kenny though.
What's
So
up?
Sorry for interrupting.
yo, no
You're
worries.
good, man.
I heard about. I know what Pretend's talking about because I saw the allegations that you held 3 students captive. How did that even come to fruition with security when you were talking to the RAs calmly, but you got the charge for whipping the security baton on your fucking?
I mean, should
RA?
I bring up the case? I mean, should I
Ask the
read out the
question,
whole? Yeah,
You go ahead and bring up the
Why
case.
didn't you live stream that?
Was it 2003? Basically, I got in a fight outside my dorm room. I made it into my dorm room. An RA showed up, 3 of them. They came into my dorm room. One said that she was going to go let the cops in. She left. When she left, one of the dudes hit me in the face. I grabbed a taser. Then the cops showed up. I got arrested. So I don't know what the news put out there because the news doesn't take my side of the story. So
Okay,
yeah.
so there was sort of someone socked you in the face inside your room.
Yep.
Isn't that crazy how charges can get trumped up like that? And
Yeah.
here you are,
Easily.
15 years later.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's chat saying about this?
Yeah. So hey, Sweets, I went gambling over the weekend last week.
Did you hit it big?
And no, I did not. I caught the casino cheating, and then they threatened to rape and murder my children and rape and murder me.
They'll do it.
Yeah, dude. Yep.
You watch Casino the movie, I'm assuming, some point.
Oh, I've seen it.
Yeah. That's not a joke.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're all good.
I turned the torch down. It shouldn't be doing that.
This isn't a Knoll stream, Swedes.
No, I know. That was on purpose. Oh, you gotta admit it though, when Ian's talking and then all of a sudden a jet engine flies by. It's perfect.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
man.
that's pretty interesting though that you caught the charges because you got socked in the face and you whipped out. So you basically held the guys who were beating on you with the taser until the police arrived, is what you're saying.
Yeah, basically that's one way of looking at it.
Is that the way you'd look at it though? That's what I'm trying to understand here, because that's a general broad perspective from the actual situation. Like what you were there, what actually happened?
Oh, in my mind, I got my ass beat, and then I got attacked, and then I got arrested. I don't know how else to say it. It's the government. They're always pathetic parasites eating off somebody else's paycheck, thinking they're God. They're always disrespectful, disobedient, and annoying, and nothing beneficial comes from them. And so they think that they have the right to have a say in my life, and I think they should be nuked. I don't know how else to put that. They were wrong, and they don't
I
admit
gotta
to
go.
it.
Goodbye.
And peace, yo. And so from there, here we are.
That's a pretty very general, broad term to put that, Kenny. I don't think you should be trying to nuke people, but
Well, I do. Because let me put it like this: they're the government. They don't have rights. They don't have opinions. They are property. The only thing lower than them is their offspring. They're to do what they're told when they're told. All right. So, they think they're God and they don't have to obey, and they got that wrong. And so, if they don't understand, they don't have rights, just nuke them. Gothic Drink Combos, what's up?
get a lot of comments going in. Taxation is theft. Okay,
Yep.
okay, I see.
Well, the thing is, we don't even need taxes. Federal taxation only amounts to 0.3% of federal income.
Oh, that's an interesting fact, Kenny. How do you find that out?
Being a part of the government,
What's the
tariffs account for 99.7% of federal income.
really? How do terrorists bring in most of federal income if, like, the government's supporting said terrorists with the income that they have?
Tariffs?
Yeah.
All right, so a tariff, all right. That's where the government makes all its money. That's why we don't have manufacturing jobs in America, because the government makes more money having something made outside of America, and it would say cost a penny to make. So the government will buy it for 5 pennies, for 5 cents, and then they'll sell it to a corporation for $1.05. Then the corporation will sell it to people for like a buck 50. And so when you look at it that way, when you look at all the candy that's not made in America, all the stuff that's not made in America, it's dirt cheap. Like look at your TVs and your smartphones, all right? The smartphone, brand new, costs $7 to make. The government buys it for $35 and then they sell it for $1,035 to Samsung. Samsung puts their name on it and then adds $100 and then they sell it to somewhere like T-Mobile. T-Mobile will then add $100 and sell it through their stores. So every time millions of them are sold, Samsung makes 100 million, T-Mobile makes 100 million, the government makes $1 billion. All right. So the government makes all this money off of stuff not being made in America. So it's beneficial for them to send jobs overseas because that means when we purchase that stuff, they're making more money. Because not only are they making tax, like let's say 10%, right, on $1,000 is $100, right? So they're making $100 in taxation on top of the $1,000 they're already making from selling it.
So the government's the one buying all these cell phones, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and then sells them to corporations.
Who makes the cell phones is what I want to know.
I guess that empty seat.
Yeah, apparently.
I got a question when he comes back because I'm looking at like 2 counts of use of a stun gun, and in one situation it's claiming that prosecution's evidence says that the defendant threatened 3 other students with a stun gun baton and prevented 2 of them from leaving his dormitory. So
Yeah,
2 other students. I don't know. That sounds a little suspect to me.
That's why I decided to just confront him directly on it, because I read the same story, or I guess you could say report that you read, where he basically held in confinement 3 people in a dorm room and had cases of use of a stun gun against him. kind of directly contradicts the idea of self-defense action.
Yeah. I mean, there was a there was a lot of yachting over important pieces of the story. So there's a lot of missing parts from like the moment he leaves the. I don't even know which one. They're all kind of blurring together now. I mean,
Yeah, the whole thing kind of sounds.
I mean, honestly.
Hope I hear it. He might have been listening the entire time too, and he's going to respond when he comes back because he sometimes has headphones on.
That'd be great.
That's right. I do have my headphones on. What's up, Paul?
Did you hear that, Kenny?
Yeah. So there's a report that says 3 students. All righty. Wow. Let me go to this. We should know China. Never knew how deep this went. One time I hooked the daughter of the then president of Toshiba. Hey guys, what's up, YouTube? Gary, what's up? Yeah, so I don't know what the news says, but long story short, yeah, I walked home from the club. Some crazy ass shit happened on my way home. I got in a fucking
what's
fight.
the crazy shit that happened?
Yeah, I
Skip it all over the important details, dude. You can't just say like I left the club and all of a sudden I got
Ninjas.
cases charged against me.
Okay,
Ninjas out
so
of nowhere.
I got in a couple of brawls, all right? When I left the club, there were a couple of fights. I walked past one. Some dude attacked me. But one dude had a gun, okay? I pushed some dude into a window and fucked him up. Like, the glass went into his body and it fucked him up, all right? And so I didn't get in any trouble with that because I was trying to avoid a fight and some motherfucker had a gun. So
Okay.
I just kept walking home, all right? As I'm walking home, some shit went down. Some explosives went off, and somebody had some like fucking chlorine gas or something, because they said someone used an explosive and someone used some gas. So yeah, I had nothing to do with that because yeah, I found that out later on when the cops and the prosecution were like, "Oh, well, we thought you had something to do with this," and I was like, "I wasn't even near that. I was blocks away." And they're like, "Yeah, whatever." So, anyways, that occurred the same night. All right, so I get to my dorm room, okay, or I get to my dorm hall. There's like a group of people. They're there. Bam! They start a fucking fight with me. All right. So I get in another fucking fight outside my dorm hall. I get my ass beat. I get into the dorm hall, get into my dorm room, and some RAs showed up. 3 of them. One of them was a female. The other 2 were dudes. The female leaves. One of the dudes hit me. I grabbed a taser. Then the cops show up.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's it. They blew it out of proportion. The news and the cops and all this shit.
To what degree and on what account, though, Kenny? Because this doesn't really match the reports that were coming in.
Well, the reports are fake. That's what I keep saying. Remember, the reports were just there to make it look like I did something wrong.
Oh, I see. So, you think there was sort of like a conspiracy against you and they sort of fudged the paperwork to catch you all these confinement
Trump
and
up
taser charges?
Yep.
Interesting. Do you have any other similar situations where you've caught in charges for like stupid things like that, where they've made up false paperwork other than the FBI hacking your Facebook and threatening people?
No, that's it.
So only have those 2 convictions, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Did anything go down at the courtrooms that was noteworthy, or?
I don't know. I mean, I had my felony record expunged and sealed twice, but the government just keeps putting it back on. I've had my gun rights put back twice, but I don't think that matters because I have an American weapons manufacturing license. So go figure.
Okay, so you have a weapons manufacturing license. How did you get that?
From the government,
What type of
engineering
weapon?
weapons, military weapons.
Interesting.
So like things that typically need a federal tax stamp put on them for being
Well, I don't know
classified.
about that. Stuff that they don't declassify usually.
Okay,
Stuff
so
we
you're
don't admit to in case we get caught with it. Do I wish America to fall? Define that, all right? Because I'd like America to get its mind right. Because America as a whole is loosely associated with itself. And fall, who knows? Define fall, you know? I mean, what do you say? It needs to be cleansed and disinfected. We need a purge. We need to start over. We need to start being Americans instead of like pieces of shit. Because, you know, the government has no rights. I don't understand where people get that shit from. And so, you know, I just don't understand. What if invaded by Iran and changed drastically under the occupation? Well, or China or Russia. What nation do I want to move to most? Well, right now it's probably going to be Cuba. But remember, our map's fake, and we don't put the truth out there. Because in Asia and Africa, there are mega cities. You know, there are cities that are 10 miles by 10 miles by 10 miles, 10 miles to the sky. We don't record them. We don't teach them. They're more advanced than us. They whoop our ass every day of the week. I'd like to go there. But besides that, you know, getting to Cuba, which might be happening in a couple of weeks. And, you know, when you ask if we were invaded by Iran or China or Russia, see, what most people don't understand or recognize is we fund their militaries. We don't allow those countries to fund their own militaries. Iran, China, Russia, North Korea, Saudi Arabia, even Israel, Germany, we fund those militaries with our tariffs. We don't allow other militaries to fund themselves. That's a threat to national security. So that way, when we quit funding them, they run out of gas and bullets within a week.
So you believe world manufacturing and industrialization basically relies on the United States' network of goods, eh?
Almost.
Do any other countries kind of compete with the States in terms of self-sufficiency?
One did, but we fucked them up. Libya. Libya was the only country that funded their own military. Gaddafi. Gaddafi knew how to use the tariff rig to fund his military, and that's what he did.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And
If we were invaded by another country, that would be our secret government doing that.
okay, so you believe that if the States were ever invaded by anyone, the secret government, as you put it, they would basically cause an economic collapse in a way.
No, I don't understand what your statement is. All I'm saying is every military we put on our TV is funded by us. And so if we allow another military to exist, it's because we fund them to exist. And if they attack America, it's because we fund them to attack America.
So you're saying that we're giving enemies money and funding their military and therefore backing the quote unquote assault of our country? Is that what
Yeah.
you're saying, Kenny?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's exactly what it is. Because think about it like this. We basically funded and trained the Viet Cong to fight the French in Vietnam. Then when the French left, we sunk our own boat, blaming it on the Viet Cong. It was the Gulf of Tonkin. So then we went into Vietnam. And so we kept, what do you call that? Funding the Vietnamese military against our military. We would give money, weapons, and gear to Russia. They would give it to China. China would give it to the Viet Cong. We knew it. We were funding it. We were doing it the whole time. So if you think about it that way, right there proves that that's who we are and what we do. We will fund our enemy to fight us so that way we can say, hey, we're at war, we're protecting people.
You should
And
be
it's the
teaching
same-
history, Kenny. You should be teaching history. Like maybe go on Udemy or like Roll site. Go ahead, though. Sorry.
Yeah, but if you think about it like that, we funded Al Qaeda, ISIS, the Taliban. You know, we trained them, and so all those entities that are now enemies, we put them in power.
That's quite the interesting take. So like, there's been a lot of talk in the past couple of years that like the Russians have attempted cyber attacks and that sort of stuff on the states. Do you believe the states has funded those attacks on their own like infrastructure?
Yeah, completely. Yeah, because think about it.
Interesting. I mean, is this why you got into the whole cybersecurity industry? Is this you wanted to defend
No,
America?
no. I was told I had to take that class. I was forced to take that cybersecurity class.
Really?
By who?
From who?
General Hayden.
The general.
Yeah, he used to be director of the NSA and the CIA.
Right.
I've known General Hayden since 1995. I saved his life.
In the war? Like a war
No.
was going on, and you kind of. Oh, okay.
Sorry. Yeah, crazy
Yeah.
story I don't talk about, but
Mhm.
long story short, it involved military and war and all that. And then, what was it? When I was in Cuba in the beginning of 2017, 4 fucking years ago, dude. It's been 4 fucking years. And I got in all that shit in Cuba. General Hayden showed up, and we actually shot up the bathroom in the American embassy together for fun.
What? Tell me
Yeah.
about
How
that.
did that occur? Tell us that story.
Okay, so let's see. Shit goes down in Cuba. I tried turning myself in. The Cuban authorities don't give a fuck. The next day later, I make it to the American embassy. They don't give a fuck at all. I mean, these are people who just sit there and get high and get drunk and do nothing in a foreign country. All right, so I tell them what happened. They're like, whatever, you're high, you're drunk, get the fuck out of here. And I was like, well, I need assistance. And they're like, we don't give a fuck. Fuck you, dude. This is America. You should know better. And so I leave. I come back 2 days later, right? 2 days later, I come back in, and this dude, Benito, he's like, Kenneth, you're like the hardest person to find on Earth. We have satellites looking for you. We have people all over Cuba looking for you, blah, 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 blah. All Americans have to leave on Monday, Kenneth. And I was like, go fuck yourself. And we got in a little shit talking match, and then I was like, whatever. And they're like, Kenneth, they need you to go into the bathroom. And I was like, what? What do you mean you need me to go to the bathroom? And they're like, yeah. So the bathroom is actually the safe room. It's a ballistic safe room. You have to have a special code to get in, and security has to let you in and out of the bathroom. So the security dude, he lets me into the bathroom, and bam, there's General Hayden. And I was like, oh shit, now what the fuck did I do? And he's like, man, you always say that. And I was like, yeah, what'd I do this time, yo? And he's like, what the fuck did you not do, dude? You got the whole world looking for you here in Cuba. And I was like, no, the fucking sad niggers had poison gas and nukes and shit. And we start talking, and he's like, hey, why is it that the dude has to let us in with a code? And I was like, oh, this is a safe room, yo. He's like, what? And I was like, yeah, think about it. This is a ballistic safe room. We can shoot the walls, and they're bulletproof. And he's like, seriously? And I was like, yeah. He's like, no fucking way. He starts shooting the wall. He's like, oh my God, it is bulletproof. And I was like, hey, can I try a couple of rounds? And I'm like, clack, 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 shooting the walls.
Oh,
Then I
shit.
hand him the gun back. And
That's
yeah.
legit, man. That's like a shooting gallery in the toilet, man.
Yeah, right?
Awesome. Sounds fun.
Were you not afraid
Yeah.
of ricochets?
Yeah, that's a problem there, buddy. Ricochets would fucking kill you, man. So, so the general had no clue that this bathroom was bulletproof, ballistic proof, etc.
Yeah, that was a safe room.
But you knew.
Yeah.
So you must have some pretty deep connections in the military.
Something like that. I'm an intelligence officer.
Oh,
Something like that.
right.
Yep.
So he got you into so this general essentially groomed you for the cybersecurity position, or you were getting that certificate to get in there and serve your country, right? Or
No, none of that.
Okay.
At the end of 2018, beginning of 2019, I was planning on still moving to Cuba. And then, long story short, I don't even know how to explain it. I caught some case for some fake ass charge. They want to drop the charge, so I had some people excommunicated. Then my boss came and talked to me, and he's like, dude, I can't believe you had people excommunicated. And I was like, well, no use in crying over spilt milk. And what do you call that? General Hayden came in, and General Hayden was like, you got to go take this fucking class. And I'm like, why, dude? He's like, because we want you to. Yeah, it was a long fucking psycho stupid ass story, but that's about it.
Yeah. So you took this class
Mm-hmm.
and you got your certificate, right?
Yep.
Where did you take the course? Was it online as well?
No. It was a school.
It was a school.
It was yep.
Which school?
Secure Set Cyber Academy.
Okay.
21st Street in Blake, or 22nd in Blake, actually.
For a Hunt Analytics, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is Hunt Analytics? Like, what do they
Yeah, I
try
have
and
no
teach you
idea
to
what
do?
that is. I work at Ace Hardware, so I have no clue.
Dude, it's
what's
basically it basically certifies that I'm smart enough to understand to get a job in cybersecurity, because 2 weeks of hands-on training is all you really need. Every company system is different. It's all personalized to their company. You just have to be trained on it, and then once you're trained on it, you're good to go.
So what they teach you, though, that's my question. Like, what did you actually learn in the Hunt Analytics course?
All sorts of stuff. How to be in a security operations center.
Interesting. Thanks for telling us this, Kenny. It's
Anytime.
interesting. It's interesting to like hear your journey, and kind of figure out like where you're going. So, what do you think? What are the next steps in applying those skill sets that you learned during the cybersecurity academy? Have you been like going out there and
Applying?
interviewing and applying? What are you applying for? Like what types of positions?
Oh, dude, all
Like an
types.
analyst position, a tier 1, tier 3.
Everyone, from cybersecurity 1 to cybersecurity 3, analyst 1 to analyst 3, every single one, dude.
Because the last time we talked, you were looking at director positions.
Oh yeah, I applied to those.
Yeah, that may be a little bit out there, but you should probably start low level.
Throw them on a red team.
You okay, Ken? You playing calculator or something?
No, I'm looking at girls on Instagram.
Okay.
Oh, Instagram
Okay.
girls.
That's what's up. You got to get out there, Ken. Maybe the casino. There's a lot of ladies there gambling, right?
Hit on a dealer. Increase your chances.
Oh, good idea. Good idea. Maybe intrigue her with your ability to understand the card shuffler. That would get her.
I'm gonna kill you.
commonalities. What's that?
I'm gonna fucking kill you, pretend.
Ken, you okay over there? You're
I'm
quiet.
listening.
Okay.
I'm paying attention.
Okay. So, what do you think about us going into business together? Maybe, like I said, I'll supply you with cash, and we can get those shirts printed up. We can go down to you can sell them. I invest. I give you the money. You sell them. You take a cut. Are you into it?
Ish. I mean, like
Or is
selling
it work?
shirts.
Is it too much work? You don't think you can handle just standing out in the cold and
Smoking.
yeah? I mean,
Hanging
what
out.
else you get? I mean, what the fuck else you doing? You're playing calculator. You could be selling shirts, is what I'm getting at. You could be doing something to generate income, multiple streams of income, really, if you really worked at it. But it seems like, you know, I'm not going to go anywhere with this because you're looking at your phone.
I'm listening.
Disrespectful.
I mean, there's multiple ways of income, right? But the thing is, the way I look at it is, it's got to be for me viable. Like especially now in my life, because it's one thing to be like, oh hey, here's a company, I'm going to sell shirts, this and that, but it's something that I'm going to have to stay with and stay on and publicize and go about and be basically my life.
Well, we could hire a marketing team for all that, Ken. I mean, that's basically like social networking. I mean, you're doing it right now, really. If you talked about your shirts on your channel, you're marketing those ideas. I mean, you're just doing it right now. So there's not much more work to it. It's inherently happening with your YouTube channel. So, I mean, you do what you want to do. You go to the casino. I'd love to go to the casino with you, but I mean, it'd be cool if we could get a stream going to the casino. And then if you want, you can cut it off if you feel that way. So
I'll do a stream when I get there. Oh, so what are your all's plans for this weekend? I mean, it's Friday.
I have no idea, but it looks like Instagram might be the place to be. I mean,
Instagram's
are
bumping.
you getting any hits? Any girls
No.
catch your eye? I heard a ooh.
No, what?
I heard a ooh. So any ladies that are catching your eye?
Oh, no, nothing going on for me here.
What about those girls you asked out on Taco Tuesday dates?
No reply. No reply at all.
That's sad to hear, Kenny. It's amazing
Yeah.
awesomenessity, Dark Queen. It's the YouTube channel name.
Yeah, I'm gonna read some of these comments. We tend to like ignore. You really shouldn't ignore your fans, Kenny. You should read some of the questions that people have. Let's see. Jeremy fought against ISIS, I think.
Kenny, put the phone down.
Yeah, you're fucking around too much.
Yeah, can you get off the fucking phone?
1 second.
Where's the Kenny?
I'm listening.
Oh,
I know
I like this. I like this question by Exhumed. Would you ever sell your story to be made into an action movie? I like that question.
I gotta go quick.
Sure, why
Inside,
not?
boys.
Oh, peace, yeah. Well, yeah. You want to? I think I'm going to call it, y'all.
Yeah, I'm gonna go watch paint dry. I'll catch you later, dude.
Peace, yo. I'll do a live stream when I get there. What? At least screen share the first traps from the with us. Oh, there's nothing on that. Yeah, but I gotta clean up and get to the casino. Everybody have a beautiful day. Peace. Love you. And broadcast click and broadcast click.